of nice to be in this room. It's not quite so cavernous. We're all kind of together more. So welcome, and Sal, thank you for fixing this. I don't know what you did, but thank you for your technical assistance. Let's hear it for Sal again, as always. Sal's just been the best. So welcome to Town Hall for November 2025. Phones never stop ringing. Okay, something that's really exciting, September financials. It's already November, so I just got October financials this last week, so we'll review that next month because I know we all like to go over these numbers. Yay. For revenue, we actually missed budget by $37,664, but we were quite a bit better in overall expenses. So we were better than budget by 59,481. Salaries were better than budget by 62,966, which is a big number for September. Utilities have been outrageously expensive this year. We're running quite a bit over year to date, and for September, we're over 25,891. September was still pretty hot, so that was a lot of air conditioning more than anything. Outside services, we kind of go back and forth on that one. For September, we were over 14,125, and that impacts all different departments. Um, so not only just maintenance, but if we have repairs in kitchen or we have repairs or outside services in marketing, we code it all to that one lump uh, GL code. And then for our operating contribution, the bottom line, we were actually better than budget by 21,817. So September overall successful. Overall, we're seeing expenses return to better than budgeted results. Revenue issues, however, are still driven by underutilization of summer house. We have discussed the issue with corporate. We have a solution. In fact, we just got a deposit yesterday for a move into summer house in December. So our plan seems to be working. Our marketing focus remains on featuring memory care in both print and digital advertising. So that's where our focus is. Our values, CLPG, culture, Front Porch Podcast. We actually now have a podcast. It launched on November 4th. Every 2 weeks, there will be a new episode featuring residents and team members throughout Front Porch talking about how they make a difference. You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Sandy can help you with that. Also on Spotify, YouTube, or other podcast streaming services. Search for the Front Porch Podcast Anna Hall to find the right podcast. More information and the trailer is on Front Porch website at frontporch.net/podcast. And if you have a suggestion for a guest, you can email culture@frontporch.net. Just a little note, our Life Enrichment department is going to be streaming that podcast, I think, every Friday. And Sal will give you more information on that. Leadership is the L in CLPG. So work team leaders, Disney Institute work team members from every community came to the Glendale office to present recommendations to the senior leadership team. The work teams are developing recommendations on topics of employee recognition, leadership skills, communication, and the employee welcome experience, specifically onboarding and orientation. So we want everybody, much like Disney, where you don't get your badge until you go through 8 hours of deep immersion into the Disney culture. And only when you get through that initial 8 hours do you finally get your name badge. We're not going to do anything that extreme, but we want new employees to be fully immersed and knowledgeable about Front Porch culture so it carries through at all of our communities. And then all of these relate to improving the experience of our team members and colleagues. And the senior leadership team will be reviewing these recommendations in November, and Front Porch will begin implementing them in early 2026. Performance is the P in CLPG, culinary and dining, in response to feedback from prior resident engagement surveys and knowing that dining is a central joyful part of life. Front Porch is working to develop and improve culinary and dining experiences that are warm, personal, and full of choice. New menus debuted the week of October 13th. Menus will be updated every 6 weeks. Thank you to all of you who have been part of this process. Menus will continue to evolve and improve through close collaboration between residents and the culinary and dining teams, and your continued feedback to us is very important and appreciated. Achieving growth. Introducing Arch. So, Front Porch recently acquired a company called Arch that will oversee routine capital expenditures as well as guide larger projects. The goal for this new partnership is to use Arch's expertise to support the work we do every day. Arch is a trusted partner that Front Porch has worked with previously. Arch will not replace community teams. The Arch team will support all community facilities directors and executive directors with project management, including schedules, cost, efficiencies, oversight, and more. As you know, Front Porch has a lot of capital projects going on throughout all of the 18 communities. We alone have $2.9 million this year to spend on upgrading infrastructure, putting in projects that we as a group have agreed to, like the Bocce Ball Court, which Ethan can update you on. And so this is really, we also have Summer House, the original Summer House, which is being remodeled, and it's a pretty big project. And so taking somebody from a construction and project management background and allowing them to oversee contractor schedules, variances, codes in different cities is really important to making sure that the project goes well. Living our communities here at Walnut Village, what we're doing to build culture, we have reintroduced the Service Star recognition program for staff. Some of you have filled out the Service Star forms. Thank you very much. A lot of really complimentary things for a lot of frontline staff members. Keep those coming. It's going to be read to the staff members this Wednesday at our all staff meeting, and it's going to be a big celebration for them. So thank you for doing that. Developing leadership, Ryan, Deanne, and Joel participated in the Disney Institute program to create a new service standard for Front Porch. So thank you to those team members. They were intimately involved in how we're going to operate in the future. Driving performance. Residential living is almost full. We only have 3 units in the village and 1 unit in the new clubhouse that haven't had a deposit or a move-in on them. So good job to the marketing team. Achieving growth, focus remains on growing summer house occupancy. There was a concern. There was a couple of letters sent out last week as part of the Friday memo regarding the very large line of credit that Front Porch is applying for. Per CCRC guidelines, we have to notify the CCRC Bureau and our residents with any significant financial transaction. One of the clauses on the second page of the letter to the Department of Social Services CCRC board was effect on refund reserve. And the sentence said, Front Porch does not offer refundable contracts and thus has no refund reserve. That created a lot of confusion. Many of you have entered into a repayable contract, and so the clarification from legal is Front Porch does not offer refundable contracts. We offer repayable contracts. Those are very different under California laws. A refundable contract is one where Front Porch is obligated to pay a refund as soon as the resident moves out or passes away. A repayable contract, in contrast, is one where our repayment obligation kicks in upon resale of unit. In other words, receiving that new entrance fee pays for the refund. So just for any clarification, And if you need further clarification, let me know. But I know that that was a topic of conversation. Judy?
Is it when the new payment comes in plus 90 days?
No, it's when it's as soon as the new deposit comes in.
Does that apply to people who pass away?
It does. We have a shorter amount of time. So once,
The question?
yes, so the question was, does that apply to people who pass away? We still have to, so on a month-to-month contract, we have 15 days to refund any amount due once all personal property is removed from the apartment if you pass away. In the entrance fee contract, the CCRC contract, we have 15 days after an entrance fee is received to refund your repayable amount due. It gets a little complicated, but that's the answer. So please welcome Ethan for maintenance updates, and please watch the cord here.
Thank you, Debbie. Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday.
Yay!
At least it dried out just a little bit for right now, which is great. Okay, maintenance updates. The campus painting we had rescheduled is going to be now December 5th to start with phase 1. We're doing the painting in about 6 or 7 different phases. It will be continuously, but we have one building, another building, another building. So the project's probably going to take about 4 to 5 months to finish. So just updating you on that.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
So we'll let the people impacted by whatever phase. So phase 1 is going to be this building along Wall Road. We will make sure that we get you a flyer, notify you that there's, you probably are going to need to not go on your balcony during that time frame. So we'll give you guys some parameters, and then when we get to phase 2, we'll notify you of the same protocols.
Which colors?
You're going to see. Well, it's still being finalized. We're still waiting for a couple more renderings.
And of course, with this being wintertime, it will all be dependent on the weather as well. So hopefully it doesn't drag for too long. Okay, I know there's been a lot of questions about the water fountain that we had recently put in. They obviously are not working well. So I do have an order of a commercial size water fountain. It is kind of based on the same style that I put in recently, just a little bit stronger and a bit larger. So hopefully we'll be getting that in, I think around December 12th. So look forward to that. We've had a few issues with elevator 2 making noises as it's going up and down. We got those fixed. Again, if anybody notices it again, please let me know. We're constantly working with the elevator company to make sure that one is working properly. We've recently had the annual roof cleaning and maintenance done. I know a lot of roof materials were landing on people's bushes and railings and stuff like that. So if you have anything left over that you notice, please call us and let us know. We'll come by and get that cleaned off. We are in the process of getting new bookshelves, at least the center aisle bookshelves for the library. So hopefully in the next month or so, we'll be getting those put in.
So that's kind of where we're going.
Yeah, so this is kind of our color scheme of what we're looking at. The basic stucco the body's going to be kind of an oatmeal color. We're going to have some accent colors of a light blue, which are going to go on just some touches of the areas just to give it some context. And then like the columns and the larger beams and stuff will be a chocolate ripple.
Or chocolate lab. We're still focusing on that. And then because we've actually got 2 tones, I'm going to grab this real quick from you. Because we've got 2 tones on the main building, we've got a brown and then a lighter brown on the 3rd floor. We're going to be doing what's it called? It's called Gotta Have It, which is the color. If you're looking at Judy's apartment from the Summer House 2 parking lot and the Sproutley's apartment, it's that color. It's a very lovely beige. So that will be the first and second floor of the main building, and then oatmeal on the top floor. So, and then the tower is all oatmeal, because it's currently the lighter color. So we're sticking with the same color scheme as far as the two tones. And that's why I'm still waiting for another rendering to show you the full effect of the beige and then the oatmeal. With the chocolate lab or chocolate ripple, we're getting the samples today and painting it to see which one we really like better. And then the blue fjord was a lovely blue for the shutters, and just some awnings that'll give us some pops of color. So that's the direction we're heading. I want to be able to get you full renderings as soon as we get them, so that everyone knows where we're going with this. Thank you.
Ethan, while that picture is still up there, what's in the top 2 tiers?
We're talking
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
This is just, you talking about the railing or?
No, what's
No,
inside of it?
Oh, it's just an aesthetic building. It's empty. There's nothing up there, just open inside. Yeah, there's no mechanical room or anything up there.
Maybe you could market that as the penthouse.
That's a good idea. Yeah, it's just for aesthetics up there.
Thank you.
Okay, in the pack, we recently completed the new sound system. It's going through testing with Sandy's working on that, and we'll be going through some training on it. In the bistro and putting green, we have new cushions ordered for all the chairs. So I look forward to getting those early next month. And we have had the monthly pest control service completed. Again, if anybody's having issues still, please let us know and we will get you on the monthly service list. Scheduled maintenance and repair for the courtyard string lights. Give us about 2 weeks. We're trying to get past some of this rain, and then we got to get a lift out there and start fixing those, because I know a lot of them are starting to fall and hang down. So we definitely want to get those fixed up for the holidays. And I'm sure everybody's been over towards the summer house and clubhouse, and we got the new glass doors put in, the automatic doors. If you haven't, please go and check it out. Yes.
On those doors, right now, they have to close completely before you can push. Can that be changed?
Yes, yeah, there's some little details you do have to work on out with it, but yeah, I did notice that the other day when I went over there. When you open it, if you're walking back through it and it starts to close, you have to wait till it completely closes and then you can open it again. So yeah, we'll work on getting that fixed, definitely. And the old summer house renovation is in the works, and we're going through design and engineering stages. So you might see a lot of contractors coming in and out, walking through there and checking things. So that's just an ongoing process right now. We don't have any specific dates of starting just yet. And I'll bring up Chris.
Hold on for Judy.
Yes, Judy.
Can you tell us what they did in the pack? Will we have new microphones?
I'll leave the details to Sandy when she comes up, because she has more information on that.
Ethan, the system's off. I can't get it back on for some reason. This is how the microphones die.
Before
keep
you
dropping
leave,
them.
Ethan, hold on.
questions? Yes.
This may be a question for you and maybe Maria Gonzalez together. But the trash room by elevator 2 is really heavily used.
Okay.
However, one of the carts or whatever is leaving black marks on the carpet. And they're very disfiguring, but there are new ones every day.
Okay.
So it's gotta be one of the trucks up there.
Okay.
Maybe
I'll talk with housekeeping about possibly using one cart that doesn't go outside and get dirty.
They work very hard to keep it clean.
Yeah.
It's like that and dirty again.
Okay. Got it. Thanks, Don. Anything else?
Thank you, Ethan, and welcome Chris from sales.
Thank you. All right, we are doing very well. Occupancy, actually the occupancy needs to be corrected up. as of this morning, because we have our new move-in coming. So occupancy is actually at 87.65%. So we are on our way to our next goal of 90%, doing great there. We did have 2 move-ins for the month of October. The first is Rosemary Gilbert and Dennis Rice, apartment 111. And I feel like we're missing one of the other ones.
This year.
Is that only one? Oh yeah, it was only one. That's right, 2 move-ins for November. My fault, my mistake. Should pay attention to that. And then we have 2 November move-ins. Joan and Gordon Levine in apartment number 210. You might have seen them hanging around. They've been in and out. Please greet them and say hi. Then we also have Paul and Mary Eileen Kreitz, and they're coming into apartment number 117, and they are going to be in a clubhouse. They'll be here at about 3 o'clock today. Going to start their move-in, but really won't be on campus until tomorrow. But so after that, they'll be at dinner this evening, so you'll see the family there, and please greet them as always. December is going to be a big month for move-ins. We have 6 apartments that will be filled in the month of December. So very good month. Most of those are supposed to be in November, sadly, but we pushed into December, so everybody's going to be a big happy family around here. We will be also announcing the names throughout the month as they come in. And as Debbie was saying earlier, during the month of December, we'll only have the 1 apartment left in Clubhouse, so that'll be amazing once we get the bocce ball court in. It's going to be a nice little gathering place. So, and sales events for the month. We have a Chorale Bel Canto that will be, and all the residents are invited, will be held on December 9th at 2 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center / Chapel. All residents are welcome. The Bel Canto director, Linda Brown, by herself will also be doing a follow-up performance in the Red Chair Lounge as well after the concert to be served. We'll put a little hot chocolate cookies and hot toddies together for that one. And dining updates.
Kim?
Oh, Kim,
Well,
sorry.
Kim.
Kim, sorry. Trying to do.
Okay, if there's anybody who has not met Chef Duke Lee, I wanted to bring him to the meeting today so you could all meet him. He is officially our permanent executive chef, so congratulate him for that.
Thank you.
And did everybody enjoy his Vietnamese-inspired menu on Wednesday? So thank you, Duke, that was wonderful. We will not be having our first Sunday of the month brunch in December because Christmas Day will be a brunch. The resident holiday party will be on Wednesday, December 17th. Happy hour will be in the Red Chair Lounge from 4 to 6. And please make your dinner reservations between 5 and 6:45 as usual. This is a complimentary resident-only event, so guests are not permitted. And this is so we can allow maximum space for all residents who would like to attend. And on Christmas Day, we'll be having a brunch from 11 to 2. The bistro will be open for continental breakfast only and will close at 10 for the rest of the day. Brunch will be holiday points, which is 4 points for residents and 5 for guests. Guests are welcome. Please invite your families. Parties of 7 or more will be seated in here in the LLC. Complimentary champagne and mimosas will be served, and the Grove will be closed for dinner that evening.
And that's me. Kim's last day is December 5th. Oh, we're very sad, but who indeed. We wish you all the best, Kim, but we're gonna miss you dearly. So thank you for your 6 years of service. Everyone, please give Kim a round of applause.
Thank you all very much. I'm not going to say goodbye. I still have 2 more weeks, but I did just want to say I hope that I have been able to touch and impact your lives as much as you all have touched and impacted mine. So thank you so much for that.
time for our friend Ryan to come up.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to remind people that there are our 2026 Alzheimer's shirts are for sale for a still low donation of only $20. Some of you have already got yours already. I see a couple of them in the room currently. They're still just $20. I still have sizes from medium to double XL. So get yours while you can. Also wanted just to kind of touch base about our new cognitive conditioning classes that we have recently developed that is, kind of challenges our mind a little bit more than so much our body. Some of you have already attended. We've had a lot of good participation so far. The main importance of this dual tasking that we're asking you to do while we're doing this cognitive conditioning class, there's a lot of different benefits of this dual tasking, essentially doing two things at once, not multitasking, dual tasking. So it's simultaneously doing two different things. So the science tells us that there's reduced risk of falls with that, improved cognitive function, right? It's a brain class essentially. Enhances our daily activities, can increase, have better mobility and better balance and mobility, and obviously increases our mental stimulation. The class right now is just on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. So again, some of you have already attended, which has been wonderful. I hope they're not mad I hung up on her. If you get any flack, it was me. It was me, I hung up. It was.
Oh, that was my
Yeah, it was
computer.
on the computer.
Yeah, it's okay.
If Earl's mad, it's my fault. Anyways, if you didn't get to come to this cognitive conditioning class yet, I just wanted to give you a small little taste. Just a small little taste. Play along. Staff, you too, actually. Everybody. All right? So what I want you to do, with one hand, make a fist. The other hand, bring your hand out like so. Simultaneously switch and keep switching. Now start walking in place. With the hand. Now, how many of you stopped something? You should go to that class. That was the easy one. I'm not going to make it more hard than that. Just want to give you a taste. So anyways, that's kind of a very, very small snippet, a small example. Short class, it's 20, 25 minutes. And, we've had a lot of good participation so far. And, if we have continued success with it, we'd love to, add additional times and sessions. So just a taste. Yes, sir, Don?
When you put that together, I presume you recognize that you're overlapping that 1 to 2:30 class for the North Orange County.
If you give me more hours in the day, I'd love to do stuff, but until then, something's always going to overlap. That's a good problem to have here at Walnut Village. There's really too much going on, so you got to pick and choose what you want to do. I can't do anything about that. I'm going to overlap something with everything, so it's pick and choose what you want to do. Then I also want to touch base. I put little reminders in everyone's box, but there is another trial of another line dancing class today with a different instructor. The first trial we had kind of didn't work out. I'm definitely more optimistic about this session, so I hope those line dancers are able to join today. Questions for me? Perfect. We'll invite Sandy up for resident services next.
Hello. Is it on?
Yeah.
Nope.
It's good.
Good. Hello? Should I just turn it off now? Okay. How about now? Okay. So it's that time of year. Scams are on the rise for the holidays. So just a reminder to be suspicious about everything. Phone calls, texts, emails, and if you're not sure, you can always give me a call. You can forward an email to me. I'll look at it and write back to you. A few people have done that, and that works out well. I can do that in between as I'm walking down the hall. Call me, come by if I'm either at my desk or in the nutshell. Just before you call anyone or answer anything, if you're not sure, do nothing. And then, ask me and I can point out the different things to look for. First thing in an email, look for anything like spelling errors, grammar, weird punctuation, who it's from. You don't click on anything in the body of the email, but click on who it's from. And if the address, the email address is not the same as who it says it is, that's the first clue. So just delete any emails that say you owe money, or a package wasn't delivered, or to get something you need to buy a gift card, or anything along those lines. And with that, also gift cards, be careful when you're buying gift cards. Make sure they don't look like they've been tampered with. It just goes on and on. Just reminding you every month that to be on the lookout. And then about the pack. So I was in there for a couple hours with them. It looks like they're getting pretty far. Everything sounds great. They do have new mics. They work the same way as our old mics. They do have, which will be helpful, they have a little thing about the size of a phone that they just put on the table, and as long as you stand in the radius, it hears you. You don't have to hold it up to your mouth or anything like that. So as long as it's right in front of you on the table, it'll hear you. So that's great. Corral, I'm not sure, you'd have to test it out. We didn't have anyone on stage. I'm not sure.
Did they hang overhead mics?
That I'm not sure. I didn't see that part. I know they had new mics on stage with the stands.
On stand. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not sure above. I'll have to look. These should be done hopefully today, if not today on Monday.
Did they put in a T-coil?
I don't know. I was only there for 2 hours. They've been there all day, all week. So I will have to go back there today and check on those things. I know they had all the notes. I'm not sure on every single thing that was put in. So I will double check on those. Okay.
That's Joel.
Okay. And then next is Joel for transportation. Oh, any questions? Oh, and we do have an estate sale today at 1:30 and 349.
Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I don't think it's working. Okay, I just want to let you know, with the weather changing and it being cold outside, we want to minimize the waiting and trip delays. We are asking residents to plan ahead and please be on time for departure times. If you could be a few minutes early, that would even help out a lot better. Drivers cannot wait, as this causes delays for crucial appointments, and it also causes adding waiting times on return trips. So if you could be there a little bit earlier, that would be helpful. We're finding a lot of people are really running late, and if we have somebody else in the van with them, that puts that other person behind. Okay, which then is a domino effect, which puts everybody being picked up late. So, yes.
One of my complaints last week was that they were having to take patients in wheelchairs to the doctor's appointment and wait for them until they were seen by the doctor. And that puts everybody else way behind. I waited for almost an hour for a ride back because of that situation. So caregivers must go with patients that are in wheelchairs that can't get themselves to their own appointment.
Yes.
It shouldn't be the driver doing it.
We understand that. We are working with the family. We are working with nursing to help us get caregivers to help us out. We know that's very important, but we can't leave that resident by themselves because they may get lost at the doctor's office or forgotten. So we have to take the extra step at this time.
But caregivers should be required to go with them, not the driver.
You're right. And we are working with the families and with nursing with that. So hopefully we get something straightened out pretty quickly on that. For the month of December, we will only have 2 drivers from 12/4 to 12/14. Possibly longer, depending on how soon the driver recovers from the medical procedure. Also, we are not operating on Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's Day. Okay? The operation hours are from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The last return trip it's going to be scheduled at 4:30. However, when possible, please plan on early appointments if you can in the day instead of late afternoon appointments. Any other questions? Concerns? Yes.
I just wonder if it would be helpful when people who require a caregiver to go with them, that when the form is filled out and then returned to them, that a notice be put on there.
Yeah, I think honestly, it's transportation lets nursing know that this person is going to require additional assistance, and nursing then reaches out to the family to
Okay.
get authorization for a caregiver.
Anything else for Joel?
Why couldn't you just on the request for transportation, put a little block on there that just takes a check mark that says, is a caregiver required? I think it's the responsibility of the person you're transporting to make arrangement for him or herself.
Some of our residents don't really think they need somebody to help them,
Well, then they should arrange for somebody.
so they can't arrange for somebody because they feel that they're competent and can handle it themselves. So it's up to transportation to figure it out. Sometimes it's a new writer and something's changed in that person. And we don't know until the last minute. That's why we work with nursing and with the families. Make sense?
I'm a little hard on that, Joe. I think that if somebody needs a caregiver, they should not even be permitted to board your bus.
Well, that would be good, but it's their right as well.
Well, that's their right to take care of themselves too.
Once they're in this setting, it's our responsibility. So,
Right.
if somebody's got a change of condition, somebody may be pretty strong one day, get maybe a respiratory infection or a urinary tract infection.
Oh.
Thank you, it's better. And then all of a sudden, they're at a different cognitive level. And usually we find that out while we're
Afterwards.
trying to get them to an appointment. So we can't abandon people. We have to make sure it's our responsibility to make sure that we get them safely everywhere, to be quite honest with you. It's the conundrum we deal with a lot. It's that you all have, you're adults, you have the right to make your own choices, and you can make those choices. We're going to encourage the safest choice. Ultimately, if you decide to walk out of here and your doctor said you're cognitively capable, I gotta go over here because I'm getting blinded by the light. Yeah, if the doctor says somebody's not cognitively capable to leave this property without supervision or assistance, but you have the right to leave this property, all we can do is follow you and try to convince you to come back. So we're constantly balancing resident rights with our responsibility to always keep you safe. And so that's kind of the tightrope that we walk. I will agree with you. Where we know somebody is starting to decline cognitively, we do let the family know this person needs a caregiver. There's a couple instances where we're just going ahead and getting a caregiver from an outside agency and just eating the cost because we know that this person has to be safe and their family members are in denial.
Well, I don't think it's abandoning anybody, Debbie, when you just say you can't board this bus unless you got a caregiver to go with you. That way you don't have to worry about bringing them home.
We understand your position. We work constantly with, and I don't think it happens very often, where we know somebody has a deficit, we're sending a caregiver with them. When it's something that we weren't expecting or a new person who says that they're independent but is clearly not, when we actually get there, then we actually have to get them into the doctor's office safely. Okay. Anything else for Joel? Thank you, Joel. It's nice to have you as a presenter. Okay, spiritual care updates. As Les likes to say, we're entering the Super Bowl season of spiritual care. This is when it all comes down to the wire. So Sunday morning church service, of course, every Sunday morning at 10:30 in the chapel. I believe it's happening in the RCL again this Sunday. So this Sunday, 10:30, Red Chair Lounge, right, Robin? Right. Yeah, okay. Chaplain availability, Sunday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., and Wednesday, also 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the San Andreas Vault. Just if you want to talk to somebody, something's weighing heavily on your mind or your heart, or something's changed in your life or with your family. He is a licensed therapist. So Roman Catholic Mass with Father Nicholas is the first Monday of the month at 10:30 in the chapel, and the next Mass will be Monday, December 7th, but December 1st is the first Monday of the month. Let me get clarification for you on this. Okay, Bible study, Wednesday, 11 a.m. in the LLC. There is a change for this Wednesday. It's going to occur in the theater. We have a malfunctioning DVD player. So it will be in the theater, and I'll put that in the Friday memo. The November issue of the Chapel News is available. Dementia Caregiver Support Group meeting is Monday. No, that doesn't help. Is it, Patty, do you know, is it December 7th? Is it the first Monday or the second Monday?
Second Monday.
So it's December 7th. I'll update that in the LLC. The group is being led by Kristen Maas of the Alzheimer's Association, Orange County. And then upcoming events, an ecumenical Thanksgiving service will take place in the chapel on Wednesday, November 26th. So next Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. Advent suppers, Wednesday evenings in December on the 3rd, the 10th, and then on Thursday evening, December 18th from 5 to 6 here in the LLC. Everyone is welcome to attend and to participate, but do RSVP at the host desk. They do have the list. Christmas Eve service Wednesday morning, December 24th at 10:30 in the chapel. And that is it for spiritual care. Does anyone have any questions I might be able to answer? In that case, please welcome up Sal for life enrichment updates.
Okay, hello everybody. We're gonna start off with Segerstrom Hall this Sunday, November 23rd. We're gonna depart at 11:40 in the morning. Next up is Timeless Melodies with Larry Maurer. He's gonna do Songs of World War II, Monday, November 24th at 11 a.m. here in the LLC. Food Committee Tuesday, November 25th at 11 a.m. here in the LLC. And we have a Trader Joe's shopping outing. This is gonna be the new location closer to Orange Circle, Tuesday, November 25th. And we depart at 11:30 in the morning. And this Trader Joe's is gonna be much bigger than the one we usually go to. Then flower arrangements with Araceli, Wednesday, November 26th at 11:30 a.m. in Clays. Then we're gonna have our Thanksgiving buffet Thursday, November 27th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the RCL, followed by jewelry making class with Araceli, November 30th at 12 p.m. in Clays. Then resident council, Monday, December 1st at 1 p.m. in the PAC. Then our thank you from staff for the holiday bonus get together Thursday, December 4th from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. in the RCL. Then we're gonna have an outing, Jingle, it's titled Jingle and Mingle, a cookie affair, Saturday, December 6th at 1 p.m. So this is gonna be an event where there's music every 30 minutes, but you don't need to exactly sit down for it. You can walk around. There's like it's an open house style place where you get a cookie box and you can fill it up with cookies and purchase that. And there's a $5 entrance fee. And there's also a silent auction among other stuff We'll give more details during the calendar review later today. Then Rogers Gardens, Sunday, December 7th, will depart at 10 a.m. Then we have Beach City Band, December 8th at 7 p.m. in the PAC. Then we're gonna have a holiday book club party Tuesday, December 9th at 10 a.m. in Suzanne Frank's apartment, 258, room 258. Then we have a holiday concert with Chorale Bel Canto, Tuesday, December 9th. I think I have the time wrong here because earlier Chris said 2 p.m. We'll update that. Then we have a Prince of Peace Kids Christmas Carols, Wednesday, December 10th at 10 a.m. in the PAC. These are going to be the similar kids that came for our Halloween morning Christmas parade, if you remember them.
Halloween.
Yes. So the same kids that came for Halloween all dressed up. So they're going to come and do some Christmas carols. Then we have a holiday music with Beth Sussman, Saturday, December 13th at 3:30 p.m. in the PAC. Then we have a handcrafting bows and gift wrapping workshop with Araceli, so you could get your presents ready for Christmas. And this is going to be on Sunday, December 14th at 11:30 a.m. in Clays. Then we're going to have an outing to see the orange Christmas lights. This is going to be near Pine Street, sort of north of Orange Circle. And this is going to be Tuesday, December 16th. I'm going to depart at 6 p.m. and we'll be back around 8 p.m. And this outing, we are going to get off the bus and walk around a little bit. Then we have a Christmas party Wednesday, December 17th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the RCL. Then we are going to have another outing to see Christmas lights at East Lakes in Yorba Linda, Thursday, December 18th. And because the streets are a lot narrower and there's going to be more people there, we're just going to stay in the bus for the whole time, just admiring the lights. And we'll depart at 6 p.m. and we'll be back around 8 p.m. Then we have a Chorale Holiday Concert Saturday, December 20th at 3 p.m. in the PAC. We have a gift basket making workshop with Araceli, Sunday, December 21st at 11:30 a.m. in Clays. Timeless Melodies with Larry Maurer, popular Christmas songs, Monday, December 22nd at 11 a.m. in the LLC. We have our Christmas Day brunch, Thursday, December 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the RCL. Then we have our New Year's Eve casino night, Wednesday, December 31st from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the PAC, if everybody remembers this event from last year. And our New Year's Eve Surf and Turf dinner, Wednesday, December 31st from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, and that's all of it. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Can I just say, the Jingle and Mingle is my Sweet Adeline Barbershop chorus, and that we have a bus for it. So it'll be an open house where you can walk around. Every half hour we'll sing 3 songs, and then you can walk around and mingle, and then half an hour later we'll sing 3 more songs. So it's kind of loose and open, and I hope you come and enjoy yourself. Question? No. Okay.
And the birthday show, December 11th, 3 p.m.
Yes. What Gary said. Yes, Virginia?
I think I saw December 9th, some choral group. Tuesday, December 9th.
Yes, that's a Chorale Bel Canto organized by marketing, and it's gonna be at 2 p.m. in the PAC.
Is that the,
Yeah,
Ollie group?
it does say 3:30, we're gonna correct that.
Yes,
So
that
it'll
will
be
be
correct in
corrected.
your Friday memo. It's at 2 o'clock.
Is that the group from Ollie?
Practice, right there. And it's the week before your church, we're going to have to practice.
Oh, so it's right in that.
We reserved it, month ago, so.
It says 3:30 up there, that's fine. 2 o'clock is all.
We'll be at.
Bel Canto, Linda Brown, she should be out of there, probably by about 3 o'clock. Because at 3:30, actually, she's going to be, in the Red Chair Lounge, doing happy hour, doing some, songs and everything.
Yeah, but, so what time is Chalmers, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock,
Yes.
and they need time to set up.
That outing for Shucked, is that a matinee that we're going to, or what?
So this was an outing to Sigerstrom Hall. It is a whole.
The mic's not working.
Okay, it's not working, so I'm just gonna talk louder.
Talk louder into the mic.
This was an event at Sigerstrom Hall. For this one, you needed to reserve a seat with us kind of in advance. We already filled up.
How many people?
So for this one, we got a total of 3 people. We got 4, but 1 person backed up. So, any other questions, Lou?
I still didn't hear what it is.
Oh.
Say it again.
It was an event at Sigerstrom Hall. It's like a Broadway show.
I know what the show is, but we're not going into the theater or anything.
Oh no, you are
You're
gonna
not
go
going.
inside.
Are we
You
going
had
to
to
see
buy.
the show?
No, you had to buy tickets for that one with us.
We didn't even know about that. Okay, thank you.
Well, it was on the calendar.
Calendar. Yes.
I guess I could say, you said you went through December.
Yes.
On December 30th, I will be hosting an ice cream social from 2 to 3:30 to celebrate my birthday.
Okay. I'll get more information from you afterwards so we can add it.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like us to put it on the calendar?
I know, and, well, Kim knew, she has it, all the information and everything.
Well, Araceli needs to know.
You want to put it on the calendar?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess we should.
Yes. In that case, I'll
So that people
go
will
get the
know.
information so we can add it to the calendar. Any other questions? Okay.
Virginia, I'll connect with you regarding chimers, because we're gonna have to find a solution. This was booked a long, long time ago by Kara, and so presumably she had coordinated with chimers at the time. So we're gonna have to find a solution for this. It's hard only having one space, honestly. Okay, I'll put that on my list to figure that one out. Okay, I just wanted to share, my friend Colleen Baldwin shares with me from time to time words of wisdom, and I wanted to share it with you to just leave us hopefully in a good mood. Once all villagers decided to pray for rain. On the day of prayer, all the people gathered, but only one boy came with an umbrella. That is faith. When you throw babies in the air, they laugh because they know you will catch them. That is trust. Every night we go to bed without any assurance of being alive in the next morning, but we still set alarms to wake up. That is hope. We plan big things for tomorrow in spite of zero knowledge of the future. That is confidence. We see the world suffering, but still we get married and we have children. That is love. On an old man's shirt was written a sentence: I am not 80 years old. I am sweet 16 with 64 years of experience. That is attitude. And finally, good friends are the rare jewels of life, difficult to find and impossible to replace. May you have a wonderful, safe, and healthy Thanksgiving. May your family come. Patty Trevor, you have a final word? Yes.
The other day I was looking at the, I think it would be very helpful for, residents if, once we get, the apartments filled that are gonna be filled up, if we could get a new handout of the map of the 3 floors and it shows everybody where everything is. It makes it very convenient, especially when newcomers come in and they don't know where different things are. They're not sure where the LLC is or various things.
Debbie doesn't do that.
So Kim Beardsley, you up for it?
No, but I don't know who, I know that Kim Beardsley did the last one. It was done in January of 24.
So I'll have Ken, I'll have to talk to Ken and see if he's willing to do it. If not, we can try to create something.
It's available at the visitor center.
It's available at the visitor center.
Oh, a new one?
At the front desk.
Okay, that's new news to me. That breaking news. There is an updated, there's an updated, what do we call it? Apartment chart of where everybody is located.
It's a map.
Yeah.
It's Know Your Neighbor map.
Know your neighbor map.
And it shows,
Is
and
it
it's
above
an
the
apartment
front
number,
desk?
you can see where it is, and also who lives in that apartment.
Yeah.
And it's at the
And it's at the front desk.
Front desk.
Yes, Judy.
Okay, thank you.
Kim, do you have the clubhouse area on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Includes the clubhouse. So, I will put that in the Friday memo as well, cause that's good news, and, important news. So, what else, you guys? Anything else? Any other questions for us? Okay, stay dry. We are finding out we've got a couple leaks here and there when it rains really hard. I think we're done with the bulk of the rain. Thank you for those who have weathered this storm like troopers. And thank you. And again, I'll see you on Thanksgiving. Kim will see you on Thanksgiving. Duke will see you on Thanksgiving. And in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming.